Hello friends, well we're back again, and today we're going to look at General Flynn and his relationship to Bitcoin. I don't know if he has one, but he has indicated that he's on board as far as the Bitcoin train goes. So let's see what his relationship is. I think he's just part of the team going forward, but let's see. General Flynn. Strange stuff being said about him. I don't know. I have my own thoughts about the situation, which will not influence the reading in any way. You can't change anyone else, just yourself. You can't change anyone else. You can just change yourself. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. What do we have here? General Flynn. Must not be too terrible, as his brother is still in charge of the fleet in the Pacific, I believe. Okay, General Flynn. Changes. So I guess he's gone through some changes. I think that's probably true. Oh, what number are you? Changes? 29. Changes. Like ripples from the smallest drop of water in a pond, the smallest of changes in one's life can bring about the greatest rewards. Think about changes you can make in your life. These do not have to be grand, sweeping changes. Judicious, small changes can add up to life changes after time. Think about small changes you can make now that will add to your quality of life. Clean out clutter. Commit to walking every night after dinner. Cut out processed food from your life. Alternately, big changes are coming your way. Big changes. So, changes. Little changes and big changes. So I guess General Flynn is either heralding changes and bringing them about, or he's been through many changes. I imagine he has, considering what he went through in the court system. He has been through lots of changes. Even as a hardened military person. Military people don't deal with a lot of personal stuff, and he had a lot of personal stuff to overcome. So he was really out of his arena, I guess. Anyway. Let's see. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. I think this is also very true of radical self-acceptance. And I'm sure he has been through that. I am sure he has been through that. If he has been in a theater of war, he has radical self-acceptance. That's interesting. Well, I hope he doesn't show up burdened. I hope that part of his life is over. Okay. Michael Flynn. I think his name is Michael. General Flynn. What are you going to tell us with our Moonology cards? Bring love into the situation. Bring love into the situation. Yes, yes, yes. Always important to do that. Always important to do that. Okay, we're using this tarot deck that's very explicit. So, I'm just warning you. That's why these readings aren't for children. Because I use words and we have pictures that are not for children. These are nice and slippery. Smaller too. Okay, Michael Flynn, how you showing up? Who are you? Oh, strength. Wow, strength. So, major arcana and great card. Strength, fortitude. Yeah. Let's see what's crossing you. The King of Cups. So, emotions. Having to deal with emotional things, and not really an emotional kind of a guy, a very military structured kind of a guy, but he has a lot of emotional upheaval, and that's what he has to deal with. So he has to find inner strength to deal with that, I guess. Where you coming from? Magician. Yeah, he's the guy who performs all the magic. He makes it happen. I'll move this up here. I need more space. Can you see it? Okay. Yeah, so the magician. That's where he's coming from. They say he knows where all the bodies are. Well, that's his magic. Doing what he's told and getting it done. That's the military. What do we hope to achieve? Death. Oh, great. Well, I think I know whose death. Not his, not ours. But, upheaval of an old system, an old cruel and oppressive system. Okay, three major arcanas out of 4 cards. Alright, where are we going? So, 4 wands, good place, achievement, success. Making it to the end of the road. That's good. That's good. So he wants to accomplish his goals, and it looks like he will. What are his tools? Speed. Motivation. He's driven. He's very driven. So there's that, I guess. It looks so crooked. Why is it so crooked? Is that better? Sorry, I didn't mean to be crooked. General Flynn, are you crooked? Okay, better? Oh yeah, better. See, it's crooked for me. It must be the camera angle. Okay, anyway, how does General Flynn see himself in terms of the situation? Well, that's not great. Ouch. 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. He's tried everything. He's tried everything, and he's just about defeated. Because all those swords are one thing he tried and that didn't work, one thing he tried and that didn't work. So he's kind of in despair and defeated. He sees himself that way anyway. Thoughts and words. Didn't have the right words. Had thoughts, but he didn't act on them. Radical self-acceptance. The environment he finds himself in. 3 cups. So, celebration energy. Victory. Celebration. He finds himself that other people are celebrating, I guess, and he's feeling defeat, but there's an environment that is success and celebration. Success and celebration. So maybe he just doesn't match the energy in the room. That very well could be. Hopes and fears. King of Pentacles. There it is. It's the money. and that's the ability to achieve sovereignty, to be grounded and to be, I want to say useful to all people, to be like a father figure. You go to him for what you need, and he provides it. So he's, I guess, a provider. He wants to be a provider. Those are his hopes, that he can be relied on. So interesting. And what's the final outcome? The Hierophant. Well, that's good, because when I was talking about this was in my head. So the final outcome is that he will be the Hierophant. But the Hierophant's been through some things, and he is a master and a commander for those reasons. He's been through some stuff, and he's achieved some maturity, and now he's, you know, the guy. But he had to come by way of radical self-acceptance and working with others and dealing with emotional things, staying strong in the face of emotional turmoil. Yeah, it's a good thing he had strength. Good thing he had strength. So that's what I'm seeing. I think he's burdened by his past actions, and I don't know if he'll ever really get past that. He's working on it. It helps when you're not being badgered any longer. That's, you can find peace, and when you find peace, then you can work through the trauma. So I think that's what he's doing. It might be a lifelong thing for him to have to work through the trauma. He's pretty high-end traumatized. Jeez, I can't even imagine his life. Really. So, in relation to Bitcoin, I think he is, he's on his own journey. He has his own mission. It's all related to the same thing. It's freeing humanity. It's an allied cause. And yes, he wants it to come on board because he's part of the bigger mission at hand. But I think he's got a lot of personal stuff that he still is dealing with. The woman, the coffin, and the tree. So that's, I know, family and heritage. This is, of course, death. And the woman could be humanity, humans. There's the woman. Here's the coffin. And here's the tree. So, family tree. That's what I always think of. So, let's see what we say. The woman, female, person getting the reading. So, it could be General Flynn. Okay, and endings, death, letting go, hardship. So it could be General Flynn letting go of hardship and death in order to bring about health, family tree, growth, ancestry. Yeah, I feel like, I feel inside of me this sense of deep sadness, like a loss and a sadness, very, very profound though, and I think maybe that's what he's dealing with. It feels like he's strong and he's holding on. He's not gonna collapse, but he's still struggling with radical self-acceptance. And that's probably going to be a lifelong thing. He needs to ask for help from the angels, I think. I don't know if he will. Maybe he will. He's religious. I believe that. He is religious. Okay, anyway. What animal are you showing up as, General Flynn? A crocodile. A crocodile. You know, I did a reading the other day and I didn't read the definition. We got the worm and I never read it. crocodile. Resting, submerging, collecting energy, cooling off. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. Wise, patient, a silent powerhouse. Yeah, I think that describes him. I think he has uncommon resilience and strength and knowledge, which is why he's a general. But I think he has a lot of sadness. I think he's a good human, and it's tough for him to be in the position that he was in and be a good human. But it's a good thing he was, because there's a lot of corrupt people in the system, and he's not one of them. So it's nice to see that he carries the weight of the world, essentially. Still, he has a heavy heart, but he has strength, and he has joy, and he has family, and he's working on his ancestry, probably breaking ancestral curses and things. But he's a troubled man. I'm glad he has a good, strong family to back him up. Sons, brothers, wife. That's what he needs right now. Okay, General Flynn. Well, thank you for your part of the mission. I wish you peace. Okay. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.